Happy Monday and happy March 1st to you. It is John Forget with Elements Realty Group, Mexico Life Realty. We are brokered by eXp Realty. That is brand new and we're very, very excited about that. We've been an independent brokerage since 2007, but now we're with eXp and we are very, very excited. Now, what I want to show you is what happened in February 2021, because it is very interesting. So I've got Puerto Vallarta Condos, Puerto Vallarta Homes, Riviera, Nayarit Homes and Condos as well. Links are included in this post, as well as a how to interpret the data. So it's going to be very interesting. So let's start off here with February 2021, Puerto Vallarta Condos. And this one here, you see the number of listings a year ago in March 20th, 2020, we had 903. Now we have 619. We've got this problem where people are not listing their condos. They don't want to sell. So a year ago when COVID started, I told Christy, we've got a year to a year and a half off. And the strangest thing happened. Our phone kept ringing. So I thought we were going to have all of this time, got no time. And it's good. We had our second best last year. Last year was our second best year out of 17 years. So very strange things going on. And still, people are still buying. And with our Matterport tech, we were already pre-COVID. We didn't know we were for COVID with our Matterport because we tour every single one of our listings with Matterport because I bought the camera. So I have two cameras. So let's see what's going on. And we now know number of listings, 619. List prices are all over the market here, pended, average. You can see all of this and go through this. I just want to go through a few of the numbers. So we've got our number of listings, our absorption rate. A year ago, we started at 17.88 months. Right now, we're at 14.74. And a lot of that has to do with the number of listings hitting the market. We've got all these new developments. They're releasing all of this inventory, and still, it's not enough. So we've got our sold to list ratio, which 95.3, and you're seeing here, they go up, they go down, the brown above, the black below. And it's because for the first time ever, we've been raising prices while the property is listed. Our days on market started a year ago at 274, and right now we're at 336. But as you can see, it goes up and down. It's like the stock market. Our price volume, a year ago, we were at 328.29 million for Puerto Vallarta condos, and right now we're at 250.45 million. So here we see a numerical representation of the 14.74, 17.81 a year ago. Our average list price right now, 404,000. A year ago, 361. Prices are going up. Our median list price, that's the one that's right in the middle, not the average, the one right in the middle. That one is 320,000. A year ago, 279. So it's telling us generally market is higher, listed higher this year than last year. Now, when we see the average sale price of 329, well, a year ago it was 354. So we've got more properties listed higher, but the sale prices are lower. A lot of that has to do with the inexperience of our real estate market. Our agents have not been doing this for long. So instead of seeing what has expired, what has sold, and what is currently listed and making their assumptions that way, they're just like, well, what is listed? What is listed? What is listed? And they just keep pricing higher and higher. It's kind of odd, but unfortunately, that's just the market that we live in. Now, my biggest problem is the sellers. The sellers are like, well, that one's listed for this price. That one's listed for this price. And I'm like, but they're not selling. So stop it. But, oh well. So the properties that are selling are still less than last year, but there is still a lot that are selling. So our median sale price, $255 a year ago, it was 20,000 higher. So prices have come down. Here's our days on market. Now we do have the year to date over here. You can go through all that yourself. Our sold listings this last month was 33. Previous to that was 42. People are like, that's crazy. How do like you've got 25% drop, but you're telling me the market is doing good. Well, let's look at the next column over here. And this is saying our pending listings. A year ago was 46. This year we've got 78. And the reason we've got 78 is because everyone's using COVID as their excuse to not work. I used to tell people we'd be able to close within 30 to 45 days with a cash sale. Now, kind of 3 months in that area. And that's 3 months if it's good. Our active listings, a year ago, 901, this year 619. We talked about that previously, but you can kind of see it broken down by the actual demographic, the money that they've chosen here. It's 50,000 increments. So you can see new listings, a year ago, 76 this month. This year, 24. That is our problem. If you want to sell your property, please let us know. But the problem is most people do not want to sell their properties, or they don't know how to sell capital gains exempt. Talk to me. I'll fix that for you. Now, let's go to Puerto Vallarta Homes. This one, we started a year ago at 230 listings. Right now, we've got 144. We've got people from all over North America that want to buy, but they can't find exactly what they want. Now, if you look at the listing prices, it's all over the market. The absorption rate started at 17.04. Right now, we're at 17.11. You know, and in the year, in the middle, like in July and August, it was 13 months. Now, up there, obviously, you've got days that these are due, but our homes are kind of second, third, fifth, 10th homes for these individuals. They're not their main property. Sold to list price. Homes, kind of a little different because, you know, if you look here, almost all of the brown line except for last month, it was 97.1 and it almost sold at 100%. Condos, different market, but homes, kind of good. We've got our days on market. A year ago was 233. Right now it's 301. Our price volume has also come down, 163 last year, and now we're at 120 million. Now, when we look here, our average list price, 835,000. Last year, 679. People are crazy. They're listing their properties higher. Some of them are selling because there's people that do not care about the money. They just want to get their property in Mexico. They hate the cold. They're getting old. We've got our median list price, which is 330, sorry. Previous, it was 272. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Our average sale price last year was 98,600. This year, it's 349. So people are paying more for houses. And our median sale price was 93,000 and 402,000 this year. So we're selling bigger value homes than previous to this. Kind of crazy. Now, days on market, you know, we've got here, this is now for what sold. This last month, we had 301. The year previous to this was 223. Median, 223, 176. So we now go through the sold listings. We sold 5 last month. Previous 6. And 2020, we had 18 and then 11 pending. So we're selling less homes. Condos, hands down in Puerto Vallarta where the market is. Active listings, previous 236, 144. We saw that previously. And the new listings, 24 versus 15. So like I said, you're going to be able to go through all of this yourself. I'm just going to quickly go through this and just show you where we are generally. Riviera and Nayarit condos. Riviera and Nayarit is kind of Nuevo Vallarta all the way to Chicala in that area. Number of listings, 513. And now we're at 568. Listing prices all over, like the stock market. Our absorption rate a year ago was 32.57. Right now we are at 30.43. We've had a ton of new inventory hit the market, and that is why these big jumps up here. Our sold to list price, very different than Puerto Vallarta's condos, but still, you know, we see here the brown below and the black above and vice versa, because prices have gone up while we've listed the properties. Days on market, 292 and 190. So what this is saying is the properties that are selling have been on the market for less than a year. So if your property's been on the market for over a year, and you're not selling, it's overpriced. Our price volume started at 209,000 and right now, 209 million. Right now we're at 181. And our absorption rate's pretty much the same. Average list price was higher last year. This year it's lower. And our median list price, 326, lower. And our sale price was 443, the average. Now it's 300. And we've got 376. So it's kind of the reverse of Puerto Vallarta. Our median sale price was 320. So what that means is that we're selling bigger value properties. There's very few properties under, say, 200,000. And with the swimming pool, almost impossible. So we've got here the sold listings, 18 a year ago, 8 this last one. So we've got same thing here though, 29 a year ago, now 42 because of COVID. So yeah, it's really driving me crazy that these guys are all using this as the excuse to now take their time. The banks, the notary's office, the lawyers. Active listings were 490, now we're at 568 because we've released a ton of new inventory. New listings previous 42, now 67. And this was, once again, Riviera Nayarit condos. Now we're going to go Riviera Nayarit homes. Started at 283, now we're ending at 220. The listings, kind of normal, kind of flat over the year. The absorption rate started at 28.54, and right now we are in 22.56. Our sold to list ratio, this one is crazy because you see here how properties have gone up and down while they've been listed on the MLS. Our days on market started in the 400 and now we're at the 242. Price volume, been pretty consistent because as we're selling, we're listing, so we're only about 10 million off as far as the total volume. Average list price a year ago, 730, right now 864, in the 100,000 range. Median list price 449, right now 516, a little higher. What was selling previous was 465, and now it's 414. Our median last year, 285, right now 355. So our sold, we had 7 a year ago, 8 this year, 16 and 13. You know, you're able to look at this yourself. I'm just showing you what is here. So if you don't want to watch that or look at it, you don't have to. Active listings 271, right now 220. That's with the new inventory on the market. And new listings were 27 a year ago, right now 17. So there you go, guys. We are still selling. We're a year and a little bit into this whole COVID thing. The market is still moving. What are you waiting for? If you want to sell, call us. We will show you how to go capital gains exempt. Now, it's going to take a little work on your part. It's not going to be able to list right away, and anything can happen. But the market can also go up. The market could come down, but who knows? So if you're getting old, you hate the cold, buy your property in Mexico. If you're getting older and you just want to sell, call us. We'll help you there. So guys, you've seen the market. I've included the links. Give me a call. My phone number is 1-888-5 Mexico if you're in Canada or the US. If you're in Mexico, my cell phone 322-135-5647. My email address, john@mexicolife.com. All the information is in the bottom of this video. There you go. We will see you next month. Bye now.